where the food is real great and the music's first rate, where I'm glad that I ate Maestro Bistro. Where you hear old-time tunes and all kinds of croons, where they play and sip spoons, Maestro Bistro. Where your time is well spent, it will leave you content. We will never relent, Maestro Bistro. Public supper's the style, it will bring out a smile. Come and stay for a while, Maestro Bistro. Relax and eat slow, where you quietly dine and enjoy the show. Tap your foot while you chew, it's digestively good for you too. Where you hear all the notes and songs about folks, food and music evokes Maestro Bistro. Where the rhythm will vamp, whether dry, wet, or damp, that main fiddle camp, Maestro Bistro.
Welcome, everyone, to our 10th online Maestro Bistro. Kind of amazing that we've done so many, and here we are, still gathering in this abnormal way, maybe normal now. I am your host, Neil Perlman, and I'm very excited for the lineup we've got for you coming up. This is our last bistro before our second online fiddle camp. You're going to hear more about that coming up soon, but keep in mind that next month, instead of just a one day of music and workshops, we're going to have a whole weekend of it with lots of teachers. So you'll be hearing more about that soon, but just wanted to get the word in first about that. I'm going to check here if my co-host, our trusty camp director, Doug Protzek, is around. I think that he's just about ready. I think we're going to be doing one of these super secret synchronizers again. So I'm going to get ready for that and get him on here if he's ready.
Oh, thank you, Neil, and welcome everybody to Maestro Bistro number 10. Well, I've been cleaning out my closets these days, and I found my old melodeon or button accordion. And knowing that we're going to be featuring button accordion along with many other instruments at Virtual Main Fiddle Camp this February 19th through 21st, I thought I'd play a tune. And what do you say, Neil? Want to play along with me here on our cyber synchronized?
Sounds great. Yeah. What do you want to play?
Great. So this is called the Church in Sherbrooke, or Ecclese de Sherbrooke. A one,
Okay.
two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's great. What fun. Hey, you know what would be really cool? To call up Sabine Jacques and his wife Rachel and see how they're doing, because Sabine is going to be
Yeah. Hello.
Sabine, are you there?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Great to see you. This last minute little visit here and maybe play a tune for us because you're going to be teaching at virtual Maine Fiddle Camp, the button
Sure.
accordion.
Yes, that's true.
Oh,
Yes. I
wonderful.
will teach accordion.
See if Rochelle could come and you guys could play us a tune here. What do you say?
Good idea. Okay, I will call Rachel.
Good.
Rachel.
Salut!
Hi.
Say hello.
Hey, salut, Doug. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good. I got to keep my connection going here. Okay. So, look, it's wonderful that you're going to be part of Maine Fiddle Camp teaching button accordion. So I can hardly wait to hear you guys play a tune for us, just as an extra special surprise guest here for the folks. So what do you say? How about a cool tune here? And nice hat, by the way, too.
All right.
Fantastic. Oh, that was absolutely the best. Thank you so much from all the way from Quebec to join us and to celebrate your music, to kick off the show. Thank you for being our extra special secret surprise guests here. And we're looking forward to being at the next virtual Maine Fiddle Camp. And I just love the tunes and love the music. Oh, I can't wait to see you and hear some more.
Yeah.
February 19th through 21st. So Thank you, Sabine and Rochelle.
Thank you. Thanks a
Have
lot.
fun.
Have fun.
All
Bye
right.
bye. Thank you guys.
You're the best. Boy, we're really featuring accordion on this show, I think, because
Yeah.
we've got Dudley Laufman playing later on, and he's going to be doing some accordion, and there might even be some more special surprise guests that are going to be at Virtual Main Fiddle Camp that might
Maybe.
even be playing an accordion or something. Who knows?
I guess
But
we'll find
meanwhile,
out.
We've got some fabulous performers coming right up, so we should move right
For
on
sure.
with that.
All right, Doug. Well, I'll be checking in with you again soon, and I'll ask you again later if we really have a surprise guest or not. But
Okay,
I'll talk to you later.
see about that. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, our first publicly announced performer of the evening just gave an amazing workshop on groove, and she's one of my favorite songwriters, musicians. She's part of an incredible band, Lula Wiles, and I'd really like you all to make welcome Molly Obomsawin. Hey, Molly.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, sounds great. Nice to see you. I was over in another great workshop this afternoon, so I didn't get to see your workshop, but it sounds like it went wonderfully.
There was some groove that was had.
Great. Where are you joining us from?
I am down east in the great town of Lubec, Maine.
Right.
Yeah.
How long have you been over there?
We've been over here since October. Yep, we're just holed up here for the winter.
Right. Are you getting to make much music out there?
A little bit. We have a recording situation set up, so we're trying to do that. Not a lot of social music, unfortunately. But.
I hear you about that. What have you been working on? What are your projects like at this moment?
Well, actually, since you asked, Lula Wiles has a new album that will be released later this year in the spring. It's going to be officially announced on Tuesday, so all you Fiddle Camp viewers are getting a special pre-announcement. That album is called Shame and Sedition, a timely title.
Yeah, that's amazing. I can't wait to hear it. That's really, really exciting, actually. So I recommend you all get it before it sells out. I'm gonna get off the screen and let you sing, because that's what I really want to hear. So thank you for being here, Molly. Nice to see you, and look forward to this.
Good to see you too. Yeah, well, since we're here and we just announced the album in a casual, nonchalant way, I'll sing a song that is on the album. I'll sing a couple that are on the album. This one is called Connected. Everybody wants to be connected to something bigger, all in all. Everybody wants to see the plan. Everybody's looking after where they lost it. Everybody wants to understand. Everybody wants to understand. It's a song, a new one, the Lula Wiles' upcoming album, Shaman's Edition. Yeah, we have that coming out. Thank you everybody for tuning in. So nice. I just discovered the comments box. That's nice. Yeah, we worked on a lot of songs, and we're really excited about this next album. Wish that we could have been at Fiddle Camp this last summer to give you guys the live version with the trio. We missed Fiddle Camp, miss you all. But this album really is one that is very, I guess, reflective on our part. A lot of inner reflections and interpersonal reflections, and just really contemplative of the times that we are in, and what's new about these times, what is old about these times. So I'm going to stay on that note as I go into this next song. It's one that I wrote. It's inspired by the great James Baldwin, one of my favorite artists, and in this last year I've been taking a lot of solace in reading his books. So this is called In Dreams. How am I supposed to know what to do with it, what to say, what to play up or play down? Ooh, freedom, so unbearable to watch, so untenable to chase. Not everything can be changed. History trapped in your face. Ooh, ooh. How am I supposed to be, knowing you when you don't know me? I can't change the face I see, and you can't face the change I need. Ooh, freedom, in the grave or in the tree, from the plains to the city. Chains to build the reverie, chains to build the reverie, chains to build the reverie. Ooh, There's nickel, that you cannot perceive, haven't been taught to believe when you're living in a dream. Ooh, freedom, ooh, is for some. Ooh, in dreams, yeah, in dreams. Ooh, the river reed, chase it, build the river reed, chase it, build the river reed. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. Yeah, that song is called "In Dreams." It's one that I wrote inspired by James Baldwin's writing and just the times that we are in. As many of you know, I am an Indigenous person, and it's hard not to just notice history repeating itself in this country in all these ways. And I think it's so wonderful to gather in community and have lightheartedness, and the folderol, as it was put in the opening bit. And it's so important that we have that uplifting community spirit. But it's also really important that we are talking about the issues that are plaguing society and that have been for a long time. So that is something that I believe in, and something that I love about this next song I'm about to sing is this artist, Rufus Wainwright, one of my favorites, and he just has an amazing way of talking about things in a satirical and sardonic tone, and it just brings some levity to maybe some the issues that have a lot of gravity, to put it in that way. So I'm going to sing this last song. I'm going to put a cable on. It's called "Going to a Town." Wish that we could all be going to the town of Montville this last summer and next summer. Who knows where things will be, but grateful for the opportunity to gather in virtual community with all of you. And I hope that everyone is staying safe and staying woke in the least pretentious way possible. The most woke thing that you could do is be in tune. Here we go. And I'm just learning this one, so if I mess it up, it'll be in true fiddle camp spirit. I'm going to a town that has already been burned down. Yeah, I'm going to a place that has already been destroyed. I'm gonna see some people who have already been let down. I'm so tired of America. Ooh. I'm gonna make it up for all of the Sunday times. Yeah, I'm gonna make it up for all of the nursery rhymes. They never really seem to want to tell the truth. I'm so tired of you, America, making my own way home. Ain't gonna be alone. I got a life to lead, America. I got a life to lead. Tell me, do you really think you go to heaven? that's already been burnt down. I'm tired of America, making my own way home. Ain't gonna be alone. I got a life to lead. America, I got a life to lead. I got a soul to feed. I got a dream to lead. And that's all I need. I got a life to lead. Ain't gonna be alone. I'm going to a town that has already been burned down. Thank you. That'll be all from me. Really
Thank you. Thanks, Molly. Thank you for everything you do, for the amazing songs you share with us. That is amazing.
Thanks, Neil.
Oh, sorry. Take care. Doug, are you still there?
I sure am. That was great, Molly. Thank you so much. That was
Amazing.
sweet. Hey, Neil, guess what? We've got a super surprise guest coming right up. And
You're
she's going to
kidding.
be teaching at Virtual Maine Fiddle Camp on the piano accordion. So
What a
let's bring
surprise.
on all the way from Key West, Florida. Can you bring her in, Neil?
Yeah.
It's Nancy Three Hoffman. Hey.
Hey, Doug. Hi, Neil. Hi, all you fiddle campers out there.
Oh, Nancy. So you're going to be teaching, working with piano accordion with Chris Bryn, who does a lot of Irish stuff. But you have your own eclectic piano accordion kind of take as well. Why don't you tell us?
Well, I play lots of international music with the Maine Squeeze Accordion Ensemble. And we play some jazz and some original tunes, a lot of sing-alongs, real crowd-friendly kind of traditional stuff for accordions, and some really unusual stuff too. And then I'm also in the Casco Bay Tumblers klezmer band, and we play Jewish music from Eastern Europe, traditional music and folk music, Yiddish songs, wedding music, and some more serious music from the Holocaust. So I bring all that, and you were great to let me bring something that was really outside the box to Maine Fiddle Camp.
Yeah, absolutely. So outside the box, I hope that wasn't a pun, but
Yes, of course it is.
yeah. So, but you're also, kind of have created a whole different aspect of your life out in Peaks Island. You have an umbrella cover museum, and that's, I don't know, I just think that really cool people, creative people, come to Maine and do crazy things like myself, and you've done that as well with the cover museum. And it was a wonderful video that was produced about it. So I thought we could just show people a little bit of it, and then we'll have it posted on the website if they want to see the whole thing. But I thought it was kind of cool. So why don't we show a little bit of that clip, and then we'll come back and maybe you can play us a tune.
Absolutely. Thanks for wanting to. So let me give you the tour of the world's only umbrella cover museum. Have you been in here before?
Yes. Umbrella covers? That's just weird.
The covers.
Just the covers?
Just the covers. Who else would collect umbrella covers? Not anyone that I've ever heard of. So my middle name is the number 3, and I changed it myself about 25 years ago. I quit my job in Boston and decided I would take a chance. I have the world's only umbrella cover museum. I started a museum in my kitchen, and it was very casual. People came, they were amused, and I kept doing it. Okay, sexy covers. Are we ready? Right here. Okay. So look on the inside right wall.
My goodness.
There's even a box of X-rated covers.
Wow.
Open at your own risk.
I would highly recommend.
Whoa.
The Guinness World Record for the most umbrella covers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So since then, I've gotten over twice as many. I have now close to 2,000 umbrella covers. They're all fully cataloged. People donate umbrella covers all the time. It's really about appreciating the simple little things in life more than it is a design museum or a museum about umbrella covers. It's representative of the thing that makes life joyful a lot. If you want to check out the gift shop, it's right there. I have a guest book that you can sign. I just wanted to say every umbrella cover comes with a story. This one was found in the subway station in London at Liverpool Street by a woman from England who heard about the museum. So people are still sending them in. Yeah, it's pretty amazing thing to do. And it's open every summer on Peaks Island. We had to have it in a tent this year because of COVID. So, yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I mean, I just think it's very a typical creative aspect of people that live in Maine and that are musicians. Musicians never grow up, and we live out our dreams, and it's a great example of it. So thank you for being such a special surprise guest, and we look forward to your being part of Virtual Maine Fiddle Camp coming right up in February, and you'll be working with piano accordion on the more beginner intermediate level and be showing them some very interesting aspects of the piano accordion along with some of your repertoire. But meanwhile, how about a little bit of your favorite music here to at your spot here?
Thank you. I'm just going to do a little quick plug for my Facebook cabaret every Tuesday from 5 to 6, and I'll be playing accordion and piano and doing a lot of eclectic songs. Right now I'm going to do a song I wrote in the klezmer style. It's one part of a suite called The Three Zevs, and it's a quick dance, a Bulgar.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Wow, that was fun.
How cool is that? So, piano accordion at Maine Fiddle Camp. Chris Bryn will be, and Nancy 3 Hoffman. For this Maine Fiddle Camp, we're going to have for a lot of the instruments, we're going to have 2 teachers, one for more of the beginner, intermediate, and then more of the intermediate advanced. Well, the first one we just had 1 teacher for each instrument. So a lot of the instruments like mandolin and piano, you're going to be teaching piano, Neil. That's great. And then we have a longtime fiddle camper, Alex Fortier, working to help with piano. So that way, people of different levels can be part of Maine Fiddle Camp, because Maine Fiddle Camp is always for everybody, and we like to take care of the beginners as well as the more advanced people. And that's one way we can do it, is to have lots of staff. So we're going to have a massive staff for this upcoming Maine Fiddle Camp.
How many nests are there going to be? How many workshops?
35 nests.
35.
35. Of course, a lot of the instruments will be doubled up. And then for guitar, we're going to have 4 teachers, because you've got dadgad and standard tuning. And for banjo, we've got our next performer. He's going to be teaching old-time frailing banjo, but we're also going to have bluegrass banjo with Carter Logan. So
amazing.
We're going to have an incredibly diverse offering for something for everybody. So everybody check it out as we develop the website and get ready to start registering people. So
yeah, keep your eye on the website.
Bring on our wonderful banjo player.
Yeah, just before we do, I just want to jump on that and mention, if you are getting a lot out of these monthly bistros and looking forward to the camp and such, we run all of this stuff off of your donations to Maine Fiddle Camp. So if you're inclined to donate, this is the PayPal link, just paypal.me/Maine Fiddle Camp, and we really appreciate that. That helps us pay the artists and continue to dream up new ideas. And
I might add that I think my address is on the website or on the registration forms, my physical address, because people have been sending checks in, because not everybody does PayPal. So some people have just gone ahead and sent a check, and without my asking that. So I just recommend that to people. If you want to just write a check and send it to the Woolwich address, 116 Pleasant Cove Drive, Woolwich, Maine, 04579. That's another way to help. And also, though, that's for great. All of this, if you can't afford it, you're welcome to join in, and that's going to be for virtual Maine Fiddle Camp too. If you really can't afford the whatever donation, that's okay. We want you to come and be part of it regardless. So spread the word. It'll be great for younger people, students. Please join in and help us spread the word about it.
Oh, that's really great to do, and it's good to remind people. And I just remembered one other thing I wanted to mention just before we get to our next artist, is that clip we played about the Umbrella Museum, Umbrella Cover Museum, was actually from a larger video in a series of short little mini documentaries about people in the various states of the country. And I just wanted to thank the makers of that video. It was created by Brad Barber, and I wanted to thank Brad and Chris for giving us the permission to play something from their video, and recommend you check out the rest of their videos, which is the States of America films, and they are found here at statesfilms.com. So I just wanted to mention that. But we should get on to our next artist. So I'll be checking back in with you in a little bit, Doug. Our next artist is a Maine Fiddle Camp favorite. He's taught several different things at camp, or been seen playing many instruments. Always ready with a good big bear hug, or at least a nice warm handshake and hello. So please make welcome Stuart Kenny. Hey, Stuart.
Hey, you guys. It's so good to be here. Thank you for that welcome, Neil. I really appreciate it. And I miss all of y'all in person, but what a better way to be here right now and be in community. And I'm so happy to be spending time with each of you.
Yeah,
I had an amazing banjo class today, and yeah, that was really fun, Neil. So
that's great. Well, where are you joining us from here?
I'm over here in Western Massachusetts in a little town called Shelburne Falls, and
nice.
Yeah, just about half a mile up from those active falls. Yeah,
amazing. As you're mentioning, we miss having community. One of the silver linings here, though, is that we've been able to, this community is, as we're seeing here, we're so spread out, really, when we're not together at Fiddle Camp. And it's kind of amazing that we've been able to connect every month. Normally it'd be much less frequently. So it's nice to see you. And
well, thank you.
Yeah. Have you been playing a lot of music during the pandemic?
Well,
Have you had a chance to work on anything?
Yeah, I've been working on some stuff in my parlor here, creating some banjo tunes, playing some old time favorites, and just kind of opening up the doors and letting the tunes flow. One thing I've been doing a lot, and I'll show a little sample of that in a little while, is some clawhammer guitar. It's just kind of fell off the guitar this winter, and I'm excited about that. Cool. And I'm just, doing my part to keep friends and family safe and in these times, and just being aware that this is all temporary. It's been a long temporary, but we will be back in our places and community, being able to give each other those bear hugs, Neil. So.
Yeah, that's great. And you mentioned just before you get to, I put the String Rays website here next to your name. You were saying you just did a new album with them?
Yeah, we're currently working on our third release, and some great people are on that. Max Newman, guitar player, Sam Bartlett, the wonderful mandolin player, incredible guy, stuntology man, and Max Newman and Pokey Hellenberg and the great Rodney Miller. Just incredible.
Right.
Fun
well,
stuff.
I look forward to hearing that. That's great. Max was actually in the workshop that I was in earlier this afternoon, so it's nice. Everyone's around. Anyway, I'll get out of your way. I want to hear you play. So thanks so much for being here, Stuart, and look forward to this.
Thank you, Neil. I appreciate being here. Thanks a lot. All right, people. So we're longing for the days when we can all be together again, but this is what we have right now, and I'm so pleased to be here with you all. I'm going to play some banjo tunes for you and just kind of open that up a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to play a tune called Chaco Road. It's from my Red Case CD, and it's just kind of it's one of those just tribal, beautiful melodies that just kind of, it's part of who I am. So I'm going to play that for you. All right, here it is. Chaco Road. Well, it's really fun to be in this concert tonight with my good friend Molly, who a year and a half ago in June camp, we co-taught a bass class. And I'll tell you what, just having the opportunity to work with Molly and grooving with her for a week with the students, it was just an incredible experience. And I'm just so excited to hear her songs and her writings over this time. And I'm really excited about the new album coming out for sure. And then the other side of this program, having Dudley coming up in a little bit here, Dudley and I have been friends for a long time. I think I was just a little boy when I first met him. And he is just a national treasure. And I am so pleased to have this decades long friendship with him. And I just feel so blessed to be kind of like Neil was saying, the bear hug, but I feel like I'm being hugged by both of these artists kind of in the middle of this scene tonight. So it's really fun. Yeah, buddies. So, or this time, and I'm going to play a tune called Grounded that I just kind of flew out guitar here, and it's really cool. Backing up so we can see a little bit here, a little bit more of. All right, so I'm just going to play it for you. The debut of Grounded for y'all. Little Grounded for y'all. That is so fun. Now you see what I've been doing here, just at the house. So good times for sure. All right, so let's see. Cool. So this next tune that I'm going to play for you is a tune that I'm sending to our dear person, Joanne. Just recently, Joanne lost her loved sister by all of us, and especially her. And just the going through that as a community from afar was so meaningful, and to see people's comments, it just meant so much to see the love that Joanne and Jocelyn were receiving in the time of transition. And we did lose Jocelyn, and so many of us are heartbroken over that. And, but I just want to send out love to her family and to Joanne, who we all love, and we just kind of see her as part of this whole community. And she is such an important thread to the community, and just really amazing. So let's do a little passing through for the gals. Definitely. Okay, cool. Here it is. please. And let's call it. Oh yeah. Let's keep on going with the ooze. Yeah. Oh, Joanne, love you. All right, taking it right back home, and then we're gonna head on over to Dudley World in a little bit here. I taught a tune called Sugar Hill today, and it is a cool old time tune that I first started playing back in the Boston bar bands on double bass, and it's just one of my favorite old time tunes. I'll tell you what, it can be played slow or it can be played at 135 at a square dance. It doesn't much matter. It's just a really wonderful old time tune. It's part of my lunch. It's part of my feed. It's part of my life. So I'm going to play a little bit of that, and I'm going to send it out to those incredible banjo players today that we had at the workshop. I was so happy to have each and every one join up today. So here we go. Here's a little Sugar Hill for y'all. And it's the last number. We'll pass it on. Here we go. Yeah. There you go, people. Mm-hmm. Whew. Good times. Good times. Really fun
Thanks
to be
so much, Stuart.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful stuff. Oh, just hitting the piano there. Really, really nice to have you play. Really
Thank you,
sweet
brother.
stuff.
Really great to see you, and can't wait for the camp coming right up in February. It's
I know.
I've got a whole pocket full of old time tunes and original compositions I'm going to teach at the banjo class. Boy, are we going to have fun.
It's going to be great. I can't wait too. Last virtual camp, I was behind the computer the whole time, so I didn't teach. So it's going to be fun to be working with the pianists this time.
Absolutely.
All right. So we'll see you next month then. And
all right. Fantastic people. Be well. Peace to all of you. Stay safe. Stay in love. Okay.
Bye, Stuart. Hey, Doug.
Oh, thank you, Stuart. That was wonderful. And it's great to see Stuart in good health again. So
yes,
we wish you the best on that, Stuart. And looking forward to Virtual Maine Fiddle Camp. You know, speaking of Fiddle Camp, we haven't had much fiddling so far. It's been all accordion. So
that's true.
Here's a new little shtick we can try. Name that tune. I'm going to play 8 measures of the tune and see if you can name that tune. Okay. Now, if you guessed McNabb's Hornpipe, you'd be correct. And here is a version of that tune that inspired me to made it one of my favorite dance tunes of all time, McNabb's Hornpipe, along with the Flowers of Edinburgh by the none other than Don Messer. So let's bring on Don Messer as another special surprise guest.
How about 80 bars of McNabb's Hornpipe? Done.
I love that ending.
Yeah, and I tell you that is a driving tune that always gets us going up on the dance band stage, and it gets the dancers going. The old McNabb's hornpipe. A lot of people think, oh, it's too simple, but to me, those simple driving tunes make the best, and that's an example of the fast hornpipe, which is typical of the down east kind of fiddling style. They took the lilting traditional hornpipe and turned it into a driving reel, but they have their own kind of character. So that's one of my favorite tunes of all time. And
I think it's a good illustration of something that happens with a lot of these old fiddle tunes. If anyone at home was heard Doug playing it and thought it was Crossing the Minch, that's also the same tune. There's these tunes that they travel from many places. There's an old Scottish tune called Crossing the Minch about crossing this body of water out in the west coast of Scotland, called Crossing the Minch. And then somehow, I think I heard the story recently, but I can't quite remember what it was. But all over Canada, it's called McNabb's hornpipe. I think some original source, there was a guy named McNabb that they learned it from, and he didn't necessarily tell them the title, and that's how it happened. So now over here it's called McNabb's hornpipe, over there it's Crossing the Minch. Same thing.
Yeah. No question, it's very Scottish oriented, or at least Northern Ireland Scottish oriented type of driving tune, which I think characterizes a lot of the classic down east style, which sort of was represented by Don Messer. And I always get a kick of how he incorporated other instruments in the band. And then Waldo Monroe with that really classic old-time piano playing. How about that? Did you hear the bass line and what he was doing with that left hand?
That left hand was so smooth and fast. It was amazing, yeah.
And he got a real bass lines in there, along with the rhythm. He was the old-time piano players really thought that he was the absolute best. And then they got Charlie Chamberlain, who would sing a lot of harmony and songs on the show. He did some step dancing too, so the step dancing is always an important part of the music as well. So, but it's Maestro Bistro, and we haven't really talked much about food, but I hope everybody's been enjoying their dinner.
We've gotten a few comments through. People like to share their food, and I know we don't have a lot of time, but back at the beginning, we got Reese said Pam made chickpea fritters, biscuits, and a nice salad. It sounds great.
That sounds good.
Oh, wow. And Mary has a butternut squash apple casserole out of the oven, chicken and homemade strawberry frozen yogurt. Oh, man. Woo! Mary, I want some of that. That homemade frozen yogurt.
That must be Mary's song. Long time.
It is.
Main fiddle camper. That's great.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll tell you my latest food thing. I've got a new food thing I've been doing for a couple of years now.
Right.
It's whole oats. Everybody eats oatmeal or cracked oats, but I tried whole oats, starting with the whole oat groat. But the problem is, the reason that nobody eats it cooks it like that is it takes forever to cook. But after you put 1 cup of whole oats, 8 cups of water, and simmer it for about 6.5 hours.
Wow.
And you get the best, unbelievable tasting oatmeal type of product, but it's not like oatmeal. It's different. It's got its own oat milk, its own special sweet flavor. And if you add just a little bit of maple syrup and some crushed walnuts, and what you can do after you've cooked it is you put it into pint jars, mason jars, hot, tighten it right down. When it cools down, it seals. You put it in the refrigerator, and it lasts indefinitely.
Nice.
And take it out, and it's almost like a pudding. I use it as a dessert. All it is whole oats and maybe a little sweetener like maple syrup.
Nice.
And it's just the healthiest, nicest, best way for me to eat oats. But you got to be patient cooking it. And I use a slow cooker now, automatic slow crock pot cooker to cook my.
I was just going to say, if you had a crock pot, you could put it in overnight and have breakfast ready in the morning.
It is. It's a completely different way of oats. You never have oats like this if you try the whole oat thing, and extremely economical because 1 cup of oats ends up making like 3 pints of finished product. So it's pretty cool.
Great. Well, more people have been putting in their food, and I know, check out the comment sections, everyone, if you want to share each other's food things, but we do have another guest to get to close out the show.
We sure do. We always save the best for the last, and we've got Dudley Loftman here, who's going to present a wonderful program. We're really looking forward to that. Why don't we just bring Dudley on, and I can hardly wait. There he is.
Hey, Dudley. Nice to see you there. Oh, wait, you're muted there, Dudley.
Oh,
There you go.
Neil, you're going to introduce?
Should I introduce you?
Yes.
All right, everyone. Make very welcome a legend of New England traditional music and dance. We were just chatting actually earlier. I've got this Newport Folk Festival poster on my wall. Dudley played the Newport Folk Festival back in the 60s for 15,000 people. So please make very welcome Mr. Dudley Loftman. And there's...
Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin' boy. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, Robin. So a week from the day after tomorrow, be January 5th, it'll be the birthday of Robert Burns, the Scottish poet. And most Scots people, wherever they are, on January 25th, will celebrate his birthday. And it could be done in somebody's home, or it could be done in a big hall. And what usually happens is that they have a meal called haggis, and then they have some poetry and some of Burns's songs, and maybe some dancing. And the haggis, if you don't know what haggis is, I'm going to tell you briefly what it is. You take the sheep's stomach, a full-grown mutton ewe, and you fill the stomach with the plucks, the fancy cuts of the lamb, the liver, the heart, the kidneys, and the lungs. And you mix it with steel-cut oats, is another lovely meal. Steel-cut oats, and you put it in the stomach and tie it up and put it in a pot and let it stay there for half a day. And then when it's done, you take it out and you put it on a platter and put a little brandy on it and touch the brandy off with a flame. And if you have a piper on hand, you pipe it in to the room. And somebody recites Burns' poem to a haggis. And then the evening goes on that way. One of the songs that he wrote was called The Lee Rig. I'm going to sing that for you unaccompanied. This was sung by Cynthia at the first Burns night that I took part in. You want to hold that? I just got to get the right key. When o'er the hill the evening star tells Button time is near, my Joe. Dolphin from the furrowed field returns so dolphin weary-o. Down by the burn where scented birch will do our hanging clear, my Joe. I'll meet thee on the lee rig, my ain kind dearie-o. At midnight or at Merkest Glen, I'd rove and ne'er be eerie-o. If through that glen I'd go to thee, my own kind dearie-o. Although the night were ever so wild, and I were never so weary-o, I'll meet thee on the lee rig, my own kind dearie-o. The hunter loves the morning sun to rouse the mountain deer, my Joe. At noon the fisher takes the glen, down the burn to steer, my Joe. Give me the hour of gloaming gray, it makes my heart so cheery-o, to meet thee on the lee rig, my ain kind dearie-o. That makes a nice fiddle tune, by the way. People do dance to that in Scotland. The next song that one thing you should know, Burns was a lowlander. He lived in Ayrshire, and he was a farmer, and he did not wear a kilt. He did not have a family plaid, and he rarely talked about bagpipes. I think in his poem Tam O'Shanter he mentions bagpipes. So he was not as much of a Scots person as some people think, but they made him into Scotland's national poet. He wrote songs, but he was not a singer-songwriter, not at all. What he did was he would take a tune that already existed, like the one we were just playing, and set some words to it. And so, like the ones that we all know, Old Lang Syne, that wasn't Strathspey, and he set some words to that. And Coming Through the Rye, he set several sets of words to that. As a regular poet, he wrote in English, but mostly in the Scots dialect. And as a songwriter, the lyrics, that's what interests me the most, and the tunes that he used. One of the songs that I learned was the Corn Rigs. And this is also a good dance tune. I'm going to find it here. I think we want to run the words along the bottom here. This is the chorus. Corn rigs and barley rigs, corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. It was upon a Lammas night when corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. The moon shone down with tentless heat. I loved her most sincerely. With small persuasion she agreed to see me through the barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. The sky was blue, the night was still. My heart was beating really. I set her down with right goodwill among the rigs of barley. I kissed my heart was all my own, and I kissed her most sincerely. I kissed her over and over again among the rigs of barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. I have been white with comrades dear, I have been merry drinking, I have been met with joyful gathering gear, I have been happy drinking. But all the pleasures ere I saw were 3 times doubled fairly. Happy night was worth them all among the rigs with Annie. Corn rigs and barley rigs, corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs of barley. Corn rigs. This is also, it's got its own dance tune. Then the next song that I like is one of my favorites. It's called Rantin' Rovin' Robin. I played a little bit of it at the beginning. So we're going to get the words out for this to make sure that I don't forget them. I'm only do this once a year at Burns Night, so I usually don't get around to memorizing the song, the tunes. It was in 1759, was 25 days begun. A blast of wintry January wind blew in and gave us Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. The fortune teller neath her roof says she who lives will know the truth. This handsome boy will be no fool, I think we'll call him Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, Robin. He'll have misfortunes great and small, but he will rise above them all. He'll be a credit to us all. We'll all be proud of Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, Robin. But sure as 3 times 3 makes 9, I see by every score and line, this chap will dearly love his kind, so blessings on thee, Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, Robin. They named a cigar after him. He helps us to see the new year in. And out of winter into spring, he sees us through to the robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving. Let's sing it now. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, Robin. That last verse I wrote myself. I just had to add that in there. That song is done to a tune called Dainty Davy, and Robert Burns wrote some words to that song also. There was also another tune, and I'm not sure what the name of it was, that they used to sing Rantin' Rovin', but most people sing it now to this tune called Dainty Davy. We're not going to be doing Burns Night this year. I'm going to make myself a pot haggis, and I'm going to sing some of those songs for my cat Merrill. I will have a glass of cuddy sark and some shortbreads, and that's what we're going to do this year. But everyone can join in right now. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, Robin. Oh, one tune that didn't play. One that he was popular with was the Coming Through the Rye. I'm just going to play the tune. I'm not going to sing it. Time here doing one more stanza of Rantin' Rovin'? Oh well, we could have even more time. There was a poem that he wrote to the tune of I don't know where that's gone.
Which one?
Oh, here we go. This a man's a man for all that, and I'm just going to read the last thing. But there is a nice dance tune that goes to this. Let us pray that come it may, and come it will for all that, that sense and worth over all the earth shall bear the grief for all that. For all that and all that, it's coming yet for all that, that man to man the world over shall brothers be for all that. That's got a nice tune to it. Like I say, he set his words to dance tunes and airs. All right, here we go. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', roving, rantin', roving. Robin was a roving boy, went and roving Robin. Thank you for listening.
Amazing, Dudley.
Woo!
Thank you for that. I have many, as someone who grew up in the Scottish music and dance tradition, I've played so many Burns nights, and those songs are dear to me. So very beautiful stuff.
Very nice, Dudley. You know, he's I think in a couple of weeks he'll be celebrating his 90th birthday. So that is fantastic.
Yeah, amazing. Happy birthday upcoming. Well, seems like we're nearing the end of our show, Doug.
It does. You know, I could see a psycho cyber experience coming on. Psycho cyberspheric experience of what Maine Fiddle Camp, the feeling of Maine Fiddle Camp, and I bet you we could like just imagine like some really cool scene where we're out on the dining tent and everybody's jamming to a really cool tune and they're kind of making up dances and dancing and just everybody's joining in and it's that kind of special vibe that happens and music that happens at Maine Fiddle Camp. I wonder if we could conjure a scene of that up here right now. What do you think?
Let's see.
Oh, that really captures the spirit of Maine Fiddle Camp. What
does.
Video. I'm hoping that people will send in more videos like that. Matter of fact, at Virtual Maine Fiddle Camp, I thought we could play this video. People could get ready to play real Saint Antoine, and then they could just jam along with the video. We could kind of loop it through a couple of times, and everybody could just jam along to the video. It's got that Maine Fiddle Camp spirit to it. So.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, soon enough, we can do that again, I hope. Not soon enough, but we will be able to do it again. And it's a nice reminder.
Well, who knows? I'm thinking about making a decision about Maine Fiddle Camp 2021 by March, and along with Pinewoods and Country Dance and Song Society has a kind of a March deadline. So we'll see about that. But if if we can't reconfigure in reality, we'll keep doing some of this virtual stuff.
Yeah. And in the meantime, you should check out our virtual weekend next month.
Absolutely. It's going to be spectacular. We're going to have twice the staff that we had the first one, something for everybody. And one of the unique things about Maine Fiddle Camp and the virtual camp is that each workshop group is named after a bird. And so you create a nest at Maine Fiddle Camp. Everybody has the nests that they go to. Like the Eagles go to their nest and they have their leader and they do their workshop, and the Falcons and the Martins and the Blues Jays. And so we're going to have virtual nests, and we're going to have people register in advance. You can register right up until the last day, but if you register in advance, you can come to a nest meeting before camp starts and make sure that all the technology is working. So we're going to do a lot more coordinating with virtual Maine Fiddle Camp this time in terms of making sure that everybody's all set and ideally creating a nest-like feeling where people really bond together and maybe create some virtual ensemble productions as well. Like we do, we're going to be doing lots of virtual ensemble opportunities for the nests. And also we're going to have nests at Maine Fiddle Camp. We normally have divide up the youths, which is our people under 17 or under, and then the adults in a lot of the fiddle groups. So we're going to do that with the fiddle groups. We're going to have, for example, the Blues Jays are traditionally an advanced youth group. And so we're going to have youth groups, and so I'm hoping that a lot of young students and music students that are in school now could take part in Maine Fiddle Camp and maybe make new musical friends by finding a nest where they have their own contemporaries to share the music with. So we're going to be creating nests. So be sure to sign up and pick the right nest for you. We'll make sure you're in the right nest and you're the right bird. And but I think we're just about out of time, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we are. So you want to play us out? I want to say thanks to everybody. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to play the theme out here. I have guests here, and I didn't want to take over the main area with where my piano is normally. So I'm here in my little studio. So thank you, everybody. I'll play you out. And thank you, Neil. Great job once again. Kudos to Neil Perlman. We could never do this without him.